No, I simply cannot agree with any of that which you were saying. Fine, you don't have to. I'm just saying it because I actually know. Kevduit, you are so wrong. The game obviously hasn't changed since launch because nothing ever changes. So in my mind, ESO is still the same game it was at launch. But in my mind, the Jedi are evil. I had to. Sorry, man. Just go play whatever the heck game you're playing. I'm playing Pego because it's perfect and never changes, just like me and my opinion. Thank you very much. Welcome everybody to a video I personally wish I didn't have to make, but after the light of Morrowind shining in the ESO spotlight recently, we've got one too many players asking if ESO actually sucks. You hear that, Leroy? You are the one that was one too many, and you should feel bad. Anyways, today we're going to talk about ESO and its psyche percentage in this fantastic year of change, 2017. Those of you that played ESO at launch are going to remember a buggy, broken, and clearly unpolished game, but it was the start of what would one day be a fantastic and one of my personal favorite games. And I mean, honestly, before ESO, I hadn't seen anything roasted this bad since, well,
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
I'm just gonna dive right in, and please remember that this is my opinion, coming from a guy who just genuinely enjoys putting time into the game. First of all, let's cover the impressiveness of this game on a level of content for players to enjoy, and the longevity. Although there have been many games that I've purchased where it's fun for about 5 seconds. Oh no, the rogue! ESO, rather, started off with very limited choices, especially with being the bad guy. Because I'm not allowed to rob, assassinate, or even just punch you, I'm going to type you an angry message, you garbage NPC. Oh. This game is massive. The changes they made to the overall experience actually gave players the opportunity to finally play as they wanted to. With the addition of the Ledger Domain, Thieves Guild DLC, Dark Brotherhood, players finally had the chance to be the bad guy for once. Pickpocketing was added, assassination, breaking into homes, and a great bounty system to see how high you could make that little number. Compared to the original gameplay, it's now smooth and amazingly fun, and so unique than any other MMO, including how the game first started. The combat flows extremely well, the walking, the running, the mount riding, the animations of characters, the emotes, all the lovely emotes. There is also quite the noticeable difference even in graphics since the game first came out. Textures, region, scenery, it still gives players that immersive feeling that Elder Scrolls is required to give. Now if beauty exists, so does ugly, and I mean you're still occasionally gonna cross some graphical bugs, but I'm sure it's nothing too bad. Guys, the plaid wall just crashed my game. One of the highlights I wanted to bring up here is the popular complaint that ESO is an MMO that is unplayable by yourself. Who in the heck, cussed dang world, told you that crap? Yes, there is content that requires you to play with others, but hey, at least those have totally working and not broken at all dungeon finders to help you group up. After about 7 hours of waiting for a group, Kevduit decided to solo veteran rank White Gold Tower. He did in 10 minutes, and by did, I mean he died. The majority of content in ESO can be done solo, so yes, you can do that in ESO. They're not forcing you to group up. Even PvP can be soloed by even the most basic players. All you have to do is use Celine's Viper and Eternal Hunt. And speaking of PvP, we've got another audience saying, ugh, PvP is probably still broken. Well, you are so wrong. Even coming from the comments of Cypher, with recent patch updates, PvP is getting better and better. The experience is awesome, full of action, and surprisingly balanced. You can kill any enemy with the right skill, builds, and experience. Castle sieges are still incredibly fun and a great way to integrate playing PvP for new players as well as those of you that literally just want to tear down walls and kill everyone inside. Kevduit, is there or will there ever be any DLC for this game? Of course there is, you total waste of oxygen and bench space. As of launch, we've been given Orsinium, Thieves Guild, Imperial City, Dark Brotherhood, Shadow of the Hist, and now Morrowind, which includes a full new class and insane PvP arenas. This game still continues to grow. Now, ESO isn't perfect, like I might be making it sound out to be. It still has its fair share of bugs popping up, and there are broken queues, annoying infinite loading screens. Oh, this is just too easy, you poor fool. Oh, a loading screen. Oh, okay, that's cool. You'll come across broken skills, way too overpowered set combos, occasionally laggy servers, but worst of all, the game has a toxic community that spends half of its time on the game just complaining. The difference is, ZAS actually listens to us. The great rage quit of Morrowind 2017 happened when salty players, don't know if I can even call them fans, noticed that changes were coming in and they would, well, ESO is now gonna suck because it's gonna ruin all of my overpowered playstyles. Well, now the game's all better and it seems like most of the community has returned. That being said, take everything with a grain of salt. If you're thinking about coming back after all of these years, but you're afraid of it being an empty plot of absolute nothingness, this has to be the worst open world exploration game I've ever heard of. Elder Scrolls Online is not gonna disappoint you like it might have a couple of years ago. Obviously, I'm not here to change your mind if ESO just scarred you oh so bad in those old days. I'm just here to say that the game has changed for the better. But remember, if you want to hit max level, get 10 million gold, and kill anyone in PvP, all you need to do is to...